Hey guys, this is Dan the Brewer again with another beer for our subscription series. So this is Spice Market. It is a wheat ale with chai spices. So we get quite a bit of our spices from Frontier Co-op. They do a lot of organic stuff. We find it just to be very high quality spices and herbs. Used it in our Frozen Grove. If you enjoyed that wheat beer, this is very much in a similar alley. 5.1% ABV, 6 IBUs, just enough to tickle the back of your throat. So this, nice little weedy kick at the back end of that. The big thing that you'll notice if you're not familiar with chai in this spice blend is cardamom. It's a big kind of perfumey cardamom kick. This is, very similar to Frozen Grove. Not quite as fruity because we didn't do orange puree in this as we did with that beer. But it's nice to get some nice warming spice on sort of the up in your chest and the back of your throat without having that alcohol heat. So it's a nice warmer for this time of year. And I'll be crushing a few of these. Cheers. So this is Field to Fjord. It is a Pilsner-esque beer. We're calling it a Nordic Pilsner that we did in collaboration with our friends down in Athens at Little Fish. And we sort of inspired by a series of beers that Burial was doing. They're calling rustic lagers. And we wanted to do something similar using Ohio and Midwestern ingredients. So this has blue corn that was malted up at House Malts in Cleveland. Their house Pilsner malt and crystal hops from Michigan. And we used a Kveik yeast, Oslo, that is ferments at 95 degrees, fairly clean. So it's not quite as dry and crisp as a normal lager, but it is lager-esque. It originally, when we brewed it, was quite, say, bluish to purplish tint from the corn. But over time that eventually drops out. But it still does have just a little bit of a blush to it. Ooh, you definitely get a nice big corny hit. There's some spice and some fruitiness from the hops. It's got a nice drying finish, although I think this didn't finish as dry as some of our other lagers might, but I think that only serves to accentuate the corn. It is a nice crusher. It's a nice transition beer for this time of year when you're tired of your big imperial stouts, but you're not quite to your lawnmower beers yet. I think this fits a nice little niche. Hey guys, this is Dan the Brewer with another beer for our subscription series. This is say that 3 times fast. Lupular Reaction IPA. So 6.7% ABV, 47-ish IBUs. With Mosaic, Simcoe, Citra, and Hull Melon. So why did we select these hops? Just doing a bit of research, found a paper on the chemical constituents of guava. And I've been eating a lot of guava fruit lately, drinking guava juice. I think it's delicious. And I wanted a beer that tasted like that. So I broke that paper down in those essential chemical compounds, and I assigned hops to those compounds in the proportions that they exist in guava. And does it taste exactly like guava? Not exactly, because guava is actually very tart, and this is, if it were a sour beer, it might be pretty tight. But as it is, you get a big tropical nose. Try to add a little bit of bitterness on the back end, just enough to, give you that kind of cleansing impression, but it's not overly bitter. Really, really happy with this. Drinking quite a bit of this at home. If you want something inspiring of the tropics, tired of looking at the sea of white outside, I think this is your guy. And very pleased with this. Cheers. Hey guys, just wanted to mention we are sending out a experimental 6-pack in our subscription series. We've got a lot of cool beers here. Some of them are just fun one-off things that we want to try. Some of them are pilots for bigger batches. But as always, we really appreciate your feedback on these beers, as they almost certainly will show up someplace later on down the line in a slightly tweaked fashion. But we really want to get your feedback. Cheers at Land Grant Brewing, and we really appreciate it. Thank you.